It's time for our daily dose of cope. And here's some artwork if you need to take a screenshot of a face being eaten. And yes, I have a lot of stories to get to of faces being eaten. These people really did not know what tariffs meant. And it goes to show you that so many people should have been left behind. So this is a Threads post from this woman named Judy. She says the Atlantic tells the story of Nicholas Gilbert, a farmer in upstate New York near the Canadian border. He had just gotten a shipment of livestock feed with a $2,200 tariff surcharge attached. Gilbert cannot increase the price of the milk he sells, which is set by the local co-op. He cannot feed his cows less food. He cannot buy feed from another supplier. There aren't any nearby, and getting it from further away would be more expensive. So here is Nicholas right here. When he got the delivery, he stared at the tariff for a while. Shouldn't his Canadian supplier be responsible for paying it? I'm not even sure it's legal. We contracted for the price on delivery. If your price of fuel goes up or your truck breaks down, that's not my problem. That's what the contract's for. Imagine that, thinking the Canadian supplier was responsible for the import tax that Donald Trump levied on the delivery. This is like the people thinking that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. So many people should have been left behind. But Trump's voters really believed him when he said that foreign countries would be the ones paying his tariffs. It never made sense, but they believed it. And now Gilbert's expenses are so high, he may soon be out of business. He should have known better, but propaganda is a hell of a drug. MAGA is finally feeling the pain of their vote. And the reason why I have no F's to give for these people is that they would still vote for him again, knowing what they have gone through. So I hope that he loses. You know what? He got what he voted for. Cavalryman says, why are you not blaming Canada? They are the ones that raised their tariffs. We just started charging them what they have been charging the U.S. for decades. Any American feed suppliers out there? These people are so opposite of smart. L. Tail says, we must stop with the superior attitude. See, you dumb F, the lack of compassion. Now is the perfect time to convert them with empathy, compassion, and education. Absolutely not. We tried to educate them before the election, and they still voted for this, believing Donald Trump. And so many of them will continue to say, I still wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. So that's the reason why they need to feel this for 2 to 3 years. I have nothing for them. And that's what Dan says. LOL, no. We tried that and they re-elected Trump. Pointing and laughing is much more effective. And that's just where we are. There's no more empathy, compassion, and education for these people because they don't listen. Fox has to tell them. OAN has to tell them. So this person says, empathy, compassion, and education isn't going to convert MAGA followers back to reasonability. The dedication to delusion is stronger than facts and truth. I hate to say it. The change that's going to happen for them is if they feel the effects of their consequences. MAGA business owners either need to adapt to market conditions or go out of business. Welcome to capitalism. Consumers should not buy anything from MAGA business owners. Let them deal with the natural consequences of their vote. Perfectly said. High five. We have a Dear Don letter. Yay! So we have Christopher. Christopher says, so I did a thing. All right. He says, Dear Don, sir, I'm a U.S. Army veteran, singer, songwriter, and proud American. Because I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. All right. I was charged nearly $1,900 in tariffs under a China trade code on a handmade British guitar from a UK luthier. This Section 301 tariff was meant to punish China. Why is it being used to punish American veterans who buy art from our allies? I filed a CBP protest, contacted my congresswoman, and I won't back down. Please fix this. I'm one of your people. Hashtag veteran, hashtag guitar tax, hashtag tariff truth. These are Trump tariffs, Christopher. He said he campaigned on tariffs. He implemented tariffs. So now you're getting what you voted for. Hashtag tariff truth. That is the truth of the matter. In the Leopards Ate My Face, they gave us this Hill article, or at least this screenshot. It says, China sends back Boeing planes amid increased tariffs. We are in a trade war. China is not playing games with these American companies. So this is the Boeing CEO right there, looking all despondent or stoic or something. Maybe he's looking pretty depressed. All right, so the person that posted this says, Boeing donated to the Trump inaugural fund or bribed them, and then said, this may very well crush Boeing. And then, bro, that's my behind, stop, says, nah, here comes a Boeing bailout, but maybe not, maybe not. This person says that already happened in the form of an F-47, or what is F? Oh, that's Trump. I had to go find this article. Boeing and Google each gave $1 million for Trump inauguration. They really tried to kiss the ring or bow down or get on their knees or whatever they needed to do. And this still happened. These tariffs are going to tear them up. They should be terrified. Part of this article, U.S. aviation giant Boeing has told BBC News it is donating $1 million to an inauguration fund for Trump. Google and Microsoft have also confirmed they have made similar donations as the firms join a growing list of American companies contributing to the fund. The list also includes oil producer Chevron and technology giants Meta, Amazon, and Uber. Trump's inauguration, marking the start of his second term in the White House, is set to take place on January 20th. So take note of these companies that donated to the inauguration fund. So the people that voted third party, the people that wrote in a silly name, the people who sat down and said, I don't do politics, please know and understand that politics will do you. And so that is the case with this particular thread. So this thread, Absalon, says, our ranch has 20 cabins and half of them are empty right now. My brother who runs the ranch informed me all European reservations but one got canceled. And the next month looks even worse. Luckily, the cabins are extra, but we already had to have our cleaning crew. These Trump trade wars, these Trump tariffs have consequences. And that is the reason why so many people are boycotting us. But let's finish up with the thread. Shinjuku says, voting for Trump has consequences. Who knew? Commiserations to you if you didn't vote for him. If you did, you got exactly what you wanted. And so then Absalon says, I didn't vote for Trump and never will. My family in the States, brother and parents, voted for Jill Stein out of protest. I didn't vote at all, but seeing all this, I wish I actually voted Democrat again like I did with Obama. So her family, who is running this, voted for Jill Stein out of protest, and now they are getting screwed in the way of losing money. Hemlock Hottie says, taking into consideration that the family voted for Jill, well, they got what they voted for, especially since Jill is in hiding. Where is Jill? And then Absalon says, they are conservatives. I lean more to the left myself, but even they didn't want to vote for Trump. They just didn't trust Kamala enough to vote for her based on her 4 years as VP. So their vote for Stein was more of a protest vote for both sides. The fact that they keep on acting like both sides would have been the same is absolutely dumb. Because if they would have voted for a half-dead goat, the economy would be going better than what is going on with Trump. These people are ridiculous, and the fact that they keep repeating this silliness. Now we got Dev Renee. Dev Renee says, well, I guess I voted for Trump to garnish my wages for my 12-year-old student loans. Guess who's turning off direct deposit? She's acting... Oh gosh, these people, so many of these people should have been left behind. So many of these people are absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely the opposite of smart. I'm just going to leave it there. So let's end with Sonali, your friendly dentist. She says, I'm so sick of losing money every day. Someone tell Trump to end this madness. Sonali says, I was pro-tariffs until I was told that I will need to pay an extra 25% for a car. F this, remove the tariffs. So she was pro-tariffs, but now it's impacting her money. She says, I regret voting for Trump. I firmly believe he is out of touch with reality. And then Angie G says, and you think Kamala was? And then she says, she's horrible. That's why I had to make a tough choice. That's the reason why I will continue to say that these people need to feel the effects for at least 2 to 3 years, because they have not learned. They need to feel this, and they need to continue to get taxed and waxed in their pocketbook, because they just will not learn. And actually, I'm not done. I got one more person who is getting taxed by these tariffs. He says, fun fact, it's taking out my business too. My 20-year-old company ships steel to China. I'm getting crushed. But you know what? I'm still fine with tariffs because I care more about everyone and the future of the country than just myself. I'll lose that business entirely if it means the country is in better shape. I'm a patriot. We put country over self. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just playing. These people will go broke for this man, and I am here for it. May you go broke. I wish that for you, and I wish that for the rest of y'all. All right, y'all. You can join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment.
President Trump and his government's logic is completely absurd. They are literally holding a gun at your head and say, hello, you follow my dictate. You give me wealth, you do whatever I order you about, and you cannot strike me back. If you strike me back, I will increase the tariff. And in China's case, they threaten that it's all the way up to 245%. You cannot strike me back. What is the logic? This is intimidation. This is ultimatum. This is law of the jungle. China will never buy this kind of story. And if you strike China in the face, China will strike you back. If you slap tariffs against China, China will slap tariffs back at you. This is the tit for tat. This is what the Chinese government means when it says we will fight to the very end. Because this is not just a matter for China. This is the point of where is the truth. Whether you need to abandon free trade, whether you see this edifice of global trade, free market, free trade collapse because someone holds a gun at your head or at the head of the world, I would say this is truly a moment of truth. This will be the major turning point